back to the Inter Realms, a Minecraft podcast where we rewind, replay, and recap the adventures of the Inter Realms Community SMP. We are your hosts. I'm the Timotary.
And I'm Sir Bersalak, and in today's episode, we'll be talking about what went down in January 2025.
All right, well, first up, we had some really exciting updates to start off the new year 2025. Our admin team was doing a lot of work behind the scenes to make sure that 2025 was going to be the biggest year yet for the Inter Realms server, the Inter Realms community as a whole. One of the first things that we did is a whole lot of research and time went into finding us a new server host, and we did update. Inter Realms is now partnered with Kinetic Hosting, and they've been a really great support team to us so far. We've really enjoyed going through the process of getting set up and working with Kinetic Hosting. If you are interested, you can use our link, which will be in the description below, to help support us. And you can also use the code INTERREALMS at checkout for a discount on your own server. So that was a pretty big deal going through and making sure that we had the right server. There was a lot of research that went into making sure we get the right location and everything to meet all of the needs of our players. So shout out to the admin team for all of the work to get the Kinetic Hosting update done and ready for our players.
It can't be easy getting a server that accommodates, I guess the right word, everyone across the world, from West Coast to East Coast to Germany, Australia. I don't know which one's farther, but that's got to be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got people on all sides of the world in all of the different countries. So you remember going through and doing all of the ping tests. I know we had a good time.
You got killed on so many different servers. It was great.
We had a good time jumping from server to find out the best location, the best ping. And in the end, it seems to be working really well for everybody.
It's running so smooth.
Thank you to Kinetic Hosting for helping to support us. As part of that process as well, so not only did we update our server host, we also updated our game version, and we actually updated to 1.21.4 in January for the new year.
That means we get new blocks.
It does mean we get new blocks. We finally got access to the Pale Gardens and all of the blocks that come with that. And if you've been watching anybody's streams or videos, you'll notice that there's a lot of people using these new blocks.
The best part, though, and something I didn't realize, and I know you didn't realize, because I died a lot and I had to trim new armor, and you can use was it oak? No, the resin. You make the resin into the bar. You can use that as a dye, so you get proper orange now.
I did not know that resin could be used as a trim for the armors until you walked up with orange armor the other day.
I have a penguin armor. It's great.
That's very cool. And the copper was, kind of orange, but I think this really makes it bright and pop.
Yeah, it's way more orange than the copper. The copper looks all right, but some of them it looks muddy. But that's definitely orange.
Yeah, absolutely. And on top of the resin blocks, we've got all of the new pale oak blocks, which I actually like both of the versions. The log or the wood is, that grayish tone. And I've been using that a lot in my base designs for my mushroom village. It's actually worked out really well.
I haven't got to use it yet, but I'm going to. I've got plans for it.
Yeah. And then, of course, white wood. I mean, the community's been asking for white wood for a long time. You absolutely cannot go wrong with that. I've seen a lot of people using it, and it looks so good in so many different block palettes.
I'm going to have to switch some of my castle around to that because it looks so good.
I love the white. I'm definitely excited to use more of those blocks, but we've had a lot of people that have been using them, as the new update came out, going to explore the Pale Gardens, getting a little creeped out by the
Weeping Angels? Yeah.
What are they actually called?
Creaking,
yes, thank you.
No, they're Weeping Angels. They're terrifying.
They are pretty terrifying. So that's been fun. I haven't seen too much in terms of people going out and pranking other folks or anything like that, but I'm sure that's to come.
I didn't even think of that.
A new prank in the works.
Maybe.
I did see that Otter, the Otter General, has been, she created a resin farm using a design from Ray's Works and put that on the server to actually get those resin blocks. So hopefully we'll see some good use of those resin blocks from her.
Yeah, I want to get a farm going too because I want to do something with those resin blocks. They look gross and I want to build it.
They're very orange, so they look great on the armor, but I know a lot of people have said, how do you integrate this bright orange into a build like that? I know we have very talented people on this server. I'm sure that more than one of them will be able to make a beautiful build with it.
You naturally have to go with the purple and the
warped wood?
Not warped wood, the aquatic.
Oh, from the temples, the Guardian Temples.
Yes.
Oh
that
gosh,
stuff that's so good that we can't remember the name of it. It's that stuff.
So good.
But how could you go wrong with a light blue palette? It's light blue. It's lightish blue. Blue-green palette with orange and purple.
Yeah, that would be quite the challenge.
I'm going to make a Dr. Seuss house. There we go.
I've seen that before, and honestly, I think that'd be something really fun to bring on Inter Realms is those challenges where you have to use certain blocks within your build.
Yes.
That would be really cool to do something like that where, those really challenging colors would need to be a main part of the build.
One of the good things about modded is you get all those blocks. Like there's some where you get like rainbow colored bricks. It's weird. So like the palettes on those are gross. It's so great.
True. Modded has a lot of really, really cool different blocks and different items that you can use outside of just the vanilla server that we usually have.
Yeah, like weapons, armor, all of it. And we got to play on one, didn't we? Beyond Depths. You were on that a little bit.
Yes, the modded server that started in January, Beyond Depths. That's been a lot of fun.
We need to stream from that again. That goes on for a couple of months. I think the first day we played, we finally found a house. I had netherite under my house just sitting there. I've almost got netherite armor already.
Yeah, modded is a very different experience. Very different progression, and I mean, I guess that's the point, right? Is you're working towards different pieces. I know for me personally, I have a little bit of a hard time with modded because I haven't played much, and so it can be pretty overwhelming with all of the new blocks. But it was nice to join the Inter Realms modded server and get a chance to play with you and Doylan. I think we had a couple other folks that we played with a little bit, and have you guys teach me the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, because finding a base and getting the netherite and then finding a spider hole directly into your base that leads into a labyrinth of pain and death is totally normal. It's fun.
Totally normal. For the Beyond Depths, can you tell us a little bit about what that's about?
So it's adventure and exploration, but so it's not so much building. I don't think it's got create. You got 400 some odd mods though for challenges. You've got your normal progression, you've got more biomes, tougher bosses, things like that. But it's focused on survival and discovery. So you don't have to be a builder necessarily. You can just walk around and have fun.
My favorite line from playing modded is, "Ooh, what's this?"
Yep.
Ooh, what's this? Every time I find something new, I say, "Ooh, what's this?"
Well, like we found different weapons that were just like, what is that? And it's like, oh, okay, it's a weapon. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it's a weapon.
Yeah, and then in terms of building, you and I found houses right next to each other that we just kind of took over instead of building
Those
something.
poor villagers.
We're raiding all of the villages, taking all of the houses and structures. But no, I think that's really cool that they have, different structures and things that you can explore. I remember coming across a couple as we were, even just walking back from post-death somewhere, trying to explore and finding some really crazy looking structures that we haven't even ventured into yet.
I fibbed. It does have create.
And I know
so
a lot of people love create.
Create is insane. Wait, it's got VR support apparently.
Ooh.
I'm going to try this.
Interesting.
It creates fun. I learned it a little bit just because there was a mod that had lightsabers, and this one doesn't, sadly. But create's still fun.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people really like create because there's so many different factories and types of things that you can make with it. So I hope to see some more people go on the server, and we should make sure that we get back on that modded server too, as it's open through March.
You know what we should do? We need to get Cobble on the server. She's been building too much. It's fine.
True. She needs an exploration break.
Yes.
Speaking of building, though, and base progress on the Inter Realms Community server, we've had quite a few people that have been working on their bases throughout the month of January. I know Troj has made some significant progress on his base, and Jurassic's has been going crazy.
Yes.
I walked into his base the other day and unknowingly stepped into a colorful wonderland. I honestly thought I was in the wrong spot when I came through the portal.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of work on his oil rig, and if y'all have not seen his oil rig yet, please make sure to go check out Jurassic's on YouTube and on Twitch. He's got a couple of videos. He released 2 videos in the month of January, which is extremely impressive for someone who, does content creation on the side. Absolutely. So he's been working on a lot of different things. He's been putting containers up on the top of the oil rig, and some of them have farms and uses and things like that. I think some of them are still empty, whether or not they're to be filled. I'm not sure, but he has been working on his tree farm. So he went in and updated his tree farm to be able to include, I think, a couple other tree types so that it's more fit to his needs.
I think it does most all of them now.
I think you're right. It still might not do the 4-block ones.
I think it does.
Ooh, even better.
Don't hold me to that, but I think it. I think it does. I think it does all of them.
Yeah, very impressive though. Some of the rework that he's done. Jurassic's is a redstone genius.
Yes.
He is definitely a dino man that is well ahead of his time. But he also worked on upgrading and finishing his storage area. So now he's got automated storage in one of his shipping containers. He worked on redesigning a new smelter. So again, I know he was on stream playing with redstone there. I think he may have gotten frustrated and started over a couple of times.
That happens.
It was entertaining to watch nonetheless, but he did come up with a real good design for that. And he is up to over 50,000 blocks placed on the oil rig so far, and he's not done yet.
That's insane.
Yep. Absolutely crazy, but really cool to see a lot of the progress that he's been making, and can't wait to see it continue to flourish. I know there's plans for, some more supply vehicles and things like that are coming around. So everybody definitely go check out Jurassic's and watch his amazing base design progress.
So with him being over 50,000 blocks, would that be counting a secret base that he may or may not know about?
Good question.
Are we adding that in?
I don't know if the secret base, and if you don't know what secret base we're talking about, Pyfro has been going around to people's bases and creating his own little secret base within their base. So that's been pretty fun to watch people find those bases. I know he's got at least 3 out there. So Inter Realms players, if you haven't looked for a secret base within your base, you might want to go check it out. You might find something hidden in the depths, just like Jurassic's did.
Yep.
I know in his video he found it, and I think he cleaned it up a little bit, as he maybe called it, made it a little bit safer. So
yeah.
We'll see if Pyfro adds any more to that base, or if he continues to add secret bases elsewhere. But I think that's pretty fun. I know Pyfro doesn't have much time to get on the server, so to come in and kind of add his flair into people's bases without being obstructive, what a fun thing to do.
That's one of the things I like, and I've always told someone that they could live under the stairs, Harry Potter style. So Cobble's going to be in the castle now.
Yes, working on it soon. We can always use more people in the castle, even though we only have a couple of rooms. I think we should redesign and get more people in that castle, pack it all in. It'll be like a nice sleepover.
The next room I'm looking for, I think, is Mika. I think was next that asked, so I got to find Mika a room. But speaking of Cobble, she's also one of the 2 new content creators for the month. So Cobble joined content creators as well as Otter General, which is the highest tier that we have for Inter Realms. It basically means you've made content on the server, from the server, like in game, long enough to apply. Make sure you're family friendly, whatnot, all that stuff. And they got accepted. So Cobble and Otter both joined us. They do content that you can see. There's links in Discord. There's links on the website. Cobble does amazing stuff. Otter too. Like, did you see Otter's when you were over looking at her farm? Did you see the runes? They're just in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, both of them are absolutely incredible builders. And Otter's been, like you said, doing some really cool stuff in the ocean. She's been using sponges and doing a lot of clean out of the ocean to be able to build some really cool stuff with really cool colors too, black and purple and blues. I absolutely love those colors. So really, really excited to see how her whole base area comes together. And of course, we talk about Cobble all the time because she always comes up with just inspirational, incredible builds.
And spoiler alert, well, everybody knows by now, I stole her dragon and have been leveling a mountain. So this whole month, SP's been ripping apart a mountain.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about the amount of pickaxes. I broke 3 netherite pickaxes by now.
3 netherite pickaxes? Oh
and
my gosh.
And Naku broke one.
Oh my gosh.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. Let me justify this. I broke 2, and Cobble made an enderman farm, and I have a really sensitive keyboard. And if you touch it just at all, it just go off in left field. And I didn't realize that I didn't have any rockets, and I walked off the bridge of her enderman farm with all my gear, including my pickaxes. Oh. I cried for 2 hours straight.
Oh, and then you immediately went and stole our shared pickaxes and
No. I made another one, and then I broke it, and then I made another one, and I broke it. That was first. I lost one, then I broke it, then I stole yours.
Okay, that's fair.
There's a pecking order. It's fine.
After that many breaks, I will allow it.
Also, Cayenne, restock your shop, please. I need more netherite.
Cayenne made a shop, and it has ancient debris and netherite ingots being sold
as cinnamon rolls and as chocolate bars.
They're quite expensive, but they are being sold out very fast. And unfortunately, yes. SB and I share diamonds for the most part. And let me tell you, we are flat broke. So if anybody wants to come buy from our shops, I'm just playing.
Listen, I don't know if you know this or not. I lost a set of armor recently and tools, and I got them back. I need to make like 4 sets of reserve armor because I keep dying or fall. No, I died. I died with all the resources from the dragon that we're about to do. So I almost lost all that too.
And you've been giving away armor left, right, and center because everybody else has been dying and losing their armor too.
Cobble may also have fallen off that enderman farm. It maybe have a lot of netherite down there.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the enderman farm since we're talking about it?
No, it kills me. But also, it's great for XP. The amount of making armor, 50 levels for 1 piece of armor to enchant, that adds up. And that zombie farm is great for little things, but when you're making 6 sets of armor at a time, you definitely want to go there.
Yeah, it's a huge improvement on the XP generating for healing things, for being able to add books and create new armor after
or just get some enderman eyes,
or getting some ender pearls and enderman heads.
Yes, I need more enderman heads also, but we could go play mini golf again.
Oh yes, we could use it for the ender toss game.
Harry's teleport tee off.
That's the one. But that enderman farm that Coblekay made was really, really impressive.
It's gorgeous. The fact that it works is one thing, but looking at it with or without shaders is great. It is the most beautiful thing I've seen.
Can you tell us about the design a little bit?
It's funny because Cobble said she's not making any more trees after this. It's a huge tree, and I'm pretty sure it uses that white wood that's new.
It does.
It's got crying obsidian rolled throughout it, and it to me it reminds me of a godswood tree.
Mhm.
And I've been talking to Cobble for months about this, and she says she's not doing another tree, but I want a Godswood tree, so it's gonna happen. But it looks like that,
Yeah.
and it's massive. It's huge.
Yeah, I
She doesn't do little scale, small scale.
No, I think it's really cool that, the platform that they spawn on is in the tree, and then they
Yes,
fall down kind of the trunk to the bottom where you can hit and kill them. And then, of course, she had to go above and beyond as well. And the path has writing on it, and it's in the ancient Minecraft language, and it says Enderman, I believe.
it's the ancient enchanting language, like when you play on Bedrock or whatever forever ago, and it's got
Yes.
you click on the thing, but it's the little writing. It's that writing, and it says Enderman Farm. And she sent me the paper for it so I can do that too, because I was looking into runes and stuff. And that's just, I never would have thought of that. That's so clever.
Yeah. That's such a cool callback to early Minecraft, and yeah, such a creative thing. She's got such cool ideas, and
That are
to
out of
be able to
nowhere.
bring them to life. She's so talented at being able to do that. And if you would like to see that, you can watch her YouTube video as well, Coblekay Gaming on YouTube, and look at what she created. She made a video from it, so definitely make sure to check that out.
And she streams on Twitch too, less often, but definitely check that out because she shows you how she does stuff.
Yeah, she's newer to streaming, but she's been trying to show some of her, I think, creative building process as part of
Yes.
her streams. And as someone who is still newer to building and still has a lot to learn, I actually find those really helpful to understand the thought process of what goes into creating a build and what goes into making a vision come to life. And on top of that, she's been learning Axiom, which is a really
Yes.
cool building tool, and she's been kind of showing that off on her streams as well.
I got to work with her on that bridge a couple of months back. Just talking to her and like thinking about how she thinks is total different level.
We have a lot to learn from her.
Yes. But we also may, like I said earlier, may have borrowed, with permission, stolen her dragon that she made designed to not be made in survival. And guess what we're doing, Terry?
Yeah, we're making it in survival.
At the time of recording, it'll be on tonight, so come watch it or check the VOD out because you won't see this in time. It better be done.
Yes.
I'm so done with leveling mountains. I'm gonna have to level another mountain though.
I am very excited to actually bring that onto the server. We've been doing tons and tons of work to clear that peninsula island area, to do all the resource gathering. We've had help from friends, which has been really nice.
It's been what, 3 streams of leveling. Plus I spent 6 hours leveling it. Well, people have spent at least 6 hours leveling off stream. I finished the last little bit up, but it's still almost not done. It needs a little bit of terraforming still. I hate leveling mountains, and I do it every time I play Minecraft. Terry, help.
It's a big project. I think your eyes are bigger than your
Ego? Because no. No, because I was gonna level the mountain for my castle. And I leveled it a tiny bit, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna play differently and not level a mountain. And Terry, I leveled a mountain.
Hey, whatever you need to do to get pretty things on the server, right?
Yeah, I suppose. But speaking of not leveling anymore, I also dug out underneath my castle because I don't know if you know this or not, but Fourth Wing is out. The new book. Don't spoil it, but
Yes.
I got caught up on the first
I
two.
love that series.
So good. I got caught up with the second one. And without too much spoilers, it's been fine. It's out for years now. There's ward stones, and it involves the dragons. And read it; it's good. There's ward stones, and if I'm gonna have a cobble dragon that I already know the name of, that no one else does yet,
Ooh.
I'm gonna need ward stones. So we're gonna have to work on ward stones. It's about halfway done now. It's all leveled anyway.
Yeah, I know. We spent some time digging out the rest of your underground basement, connecting it to the castle, etc., to get ready for that. So as a fan of the book series, I'm really excited to see what you make for that and what it looks like. Especially thinking from a reader's perspective, I think everybody has a different way of how they picture those types of things.
Absolutely.
So I'll be really excited to see what your interpretation of it is.
It's gonna be good. Also,
Yeah.
I haven't talked about this much. We'll probably get into this more in February. But since we leveled the mountain and didn't take into account that ravine hole behind there, I may make that dragon eggs and such too.
Ooh.
Go full dragon, why not? Full send.
Yeah, you might as well. If you're gonna go big, go big or go home, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
We might end up getting some of that dungeon underneath my base incorporated. I don't know. We'll have to look and see, but it's gonna. We may have some more underground plans.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
But yeah, if you want to know the name of the dragon and maybe see Cobble's reaction, Harry, where are our socials at?
We've got socials all over the place. We are on all of the different platforms and highly recommend that everybody go follow the Inter Realms on various different platforms, especially X or formerly Twitter. That is where we're most active. You'll see a lot of great stuff posted there about builds that are happening, new players, new content creators. A lot of those announcements are happening within Twitter or X. And we also have a Facebook, an Instagram, a YouTube page. If you're not currently watching this on YouTube, we are posting our podcast episodes on YouTube as well. And there's some special surprises in there. So if you look in the description below, there is a link tree. Please click on that and follow all of our different socials. It really helps to support us.
But yeah, you remember the dungeon that was under my base that I was going to make into a proper dungeon? I had plans to make it.
I don't know if I've actually been to it.
I think you were once a long time ago because it was Young's Better Dungeon. But it doesn't. I wanted to make it the Tomb of Horrors from D&D because Ready Player One. Ready Player One has it as a skull and then it's a specific layout. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it. I'm still going to try. But I got this inspiration from Mika because Mika was also talking about doing dungeons.
Yeah, Mika has been working on his dungeon project and it's really cool what he's doing. So if you haven't heard this already, first of all, go check out Mikola89 on Twitch. He streams from there, all of his work on the Inter Realms server. But he's been working on his dungeons project. So there will be 4 or 5 dungeons around the server, and they're going to have hidden loot within them. So the one that he's been working on most recently in January was the sewer dungeon, and it's underneath or around inside whatever Furage's base, and it's a Mario pipe. So there's a bunch of hidden compartments and secrets to unravel within the dungeons. And I think that's so cool that he's using Furage's kind of modern cityscape.
Right, Furage has Kong, right?
Yes.
And they're okay, yeah. We'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, so he built within that and created the pipes and the sewers. And I think that's
sneaky.
Really, really cool. So I have not had a chance to check it out yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what Mika does with this project and getting some loot from it as well.
Yeah, I'd love to run that on the stream. That'd be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be tons of fun to see how that all turns out. But Mika is an incredible builder as well. And definitely make sure you go check him out. Check out their content because it is really cool to see how Mika's brain works. And of course, see all of the Mika glitches that still continue to exist to this day.
You do know that we're building from Mika's to our bridge in Diddy's area, yes?
Oh, yeah, connecting.
We're going to make a haunted forest of sorts, yeah.
Oh, that'll be really cool.
We're going to make Cobble help.
That's one thing I really like about how we've approached this World 4. So we started off all together, right, on Spawn Island. We had our initial Spawn Island village home, our starter house. And so that got us all together kind of at the beginning. And then after that, everyone spread out, but we had a world border on. And so people couldn't go too far. And the result of that is that we have a lot of people's bases that are relatively close to one another. So mine, yours, Diddy's are obviously, right together in the same area. But then Mika and Pixie and Husky are right behind us. And so we'll be able to connect up to their base. And I think that's cool to just bring the whole world together and actually connect things.
There's also a turtle back there somewhere. And I want to say that
Naku and Argon
Naku's over there, yes.
Naku and Argon are back there. Turtle Divas is back there. I say back there, further east than where we are.
Yeah, back there. Look, I'm on the West Coast. It's fine. It's back there. Back that way.
Back that way, down the rest of the tunnel.
I was exploring for a spot to build because I'm building farms and I'm spreading them out a bit, sort of like Meek is doing, but different. And I found a transformer back there, and it was knockers apparently.
Oh, a transformer, like the ones that have been popping up randomly on the server.
Yeah, one of those prank ones.
Yeah, we do have. I forgot about those. We have a couple of. I guess they're transformer-ish looking things.
I forget what they were actually called. The name of them.
I can't remember either, but they randomly pop up at people's bases and. They have competitions with one another. One of them's a weightlifter. One of them's made of crafting tables.
They had clever names for each one too. We might need to do one of those sometime.
Our memory is no good.
We need to prank Troj, and I swear to God this is going to happen. But we need
Troj,
to.
Don't listen to this.
Yeah, Troj, stop listening. Take your headset off for a second. I'll blink in a minute when you can come back. With all the Dr. Pepper and the Pepsi stuff, we need to make the 7-Up spot. And we need to put that at his base.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you're old enough to remember 7-Up spot or not.
I'm not.
Oh.
What is that?
Well, see, 7-Up is a soda, first of all.
Yes, thank you.
No, they used to have the mascots be like actual things, and the red circle on 7-Up had arms and legs and no face terrifyingly, but it was the 7-Up spot, and that was their mascot. So we could make something like that and give George nightmares.
Yeah. That's interesting that has not come back around in later years, but I think that's a great idea.
Wait, hold on. Troj, you can put your headset back on now. It's fine. We weren't talking about you.
Yeah, Troj, come back. All right, thank you. Speaking of Troj.
Did he do a prank? Is that why we're getting back at him?
Yeah, I did see a prank that he did this month. So he created a short, if y'all are not already following The Troj. On YouTube. Yep, The Troj on YouTube. Go check out his content and his shorts. But Cubsy had ordered some wool, and I guess this is a throwback to a previous world where Troj went and delivered the wool, but Cubsy didn't ask for it in a specific way to be delivered. So he went and placed it over one of his builds, and one of his builds is just completely covered by white wool, which
that's great.
Yeah, that's one of those pranks that's, pretty harmless, but also kind of a pain to take down.
You got to be specific.
Yep. This is why you got to use your words, as I always say.
Yep. So you mentioned a lot of people, but you haven't mentioned Doylan. What has Doylan been up to? Daddy Doylan, as we call him.
DJ Doily has, I think, been working on some of his base area. I know he's been really into... him and Keegers have been really into Planet Crafter, but from a Minecraft perspective, he's been working on clearing the jungle for his base, I believe.
Because every good base starts with the jungle clearing. I'm so not going to do that next season.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I need to clear more of my jungle to work on my mushroom village as well. I did do a little bit of work in creative over this month, so I'm excited that I have a little bit more. I know I've been helping some of your projects quite a bit lately. You've got a lot of ideas and projects.
I can't sit still. Yeah, if Fire Spread was on, this force would have been done in 2 days. Guaranteed. Doylan's and mine.
Yep. That does make it easier, but also can cause a lot of issues when you have a server of 40 plus people.
It's fine.
Yeah, like when you were trying to start me on fire the other day, everything would have just went up in flames.
What do you mean trying?
That's true. You totally did successfully set me on fire a few times. We don't talk about it.
I mean, the best thing that came out of that, though, was something Diddy did.
What did Diddy do?
Diddy rapped. Wait, no, Diddy didn't rap. Diddy made you rap.
Yeah. I'm not very proud of this.
I'm still going to play it at the end of this.
Here's one thing that everybody needs to know about me. I love to sing, and I love to make up my own words to songs. I am no good at it, though. So, if you get me in the right mood, apparently you can get me to make up a rap. And let me tell you, I am not a rapper.
Well, we'll let the people decide.
Play it for the people. Let them hear it. And it goes like this. My name is Diddy. I'm on my way out. It was a good stream. Thank you all for the support. Yeah, I'll be back later. For now, go and hang out with SB and Terry. See ya.
Well, I think that's about all we got up to in January, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up. I know there was, some other things we probably missed. So let us know in the comments if we missed any of the stuff here from January. And get excited for February because it's coming. It's happening. We're really excited for this podcast. Thank you all for the support so far from the relaunch. We have had our couple of episodes for Inter Realms 2024 wrapped, and now this January episode. Moving forward, we'll have monthly episodes that will be released on the first Friday of each month. So make sure to follow along and set up any notifications or things on your platforms so that you can find out when a new episode is being released.
So until next time, I guess, bye, Sim?
Yeah. Bye, Sim!
Bye, Sim!
Genetic hosting.
This has been a production of the Inter Realms Podcast Network. For more information, go to podcast.interrealmssmp.com. You can see the full link in the description of this episode. Thank you for listening.